Yo, what's going on, swole bodies? It's Hasten here with Lil Chink.
Timid.
Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about what I liked about part 4 of Jojo's Diamond is Unbreakable. So, as many of you may know, I recently uploaded a video called Why I Did Not Like It. Basically, lots of trolls, lots of dislikes. I don't care, it's my personal opinion, it really doesn't faze me.
And spam.
And there are lots of spam too. Like, I uploaded the video, then a couple of days later, within a span of like 5 minutes, like 4 or 5 people commented about an SAO poster, which was kind of funny. They were trying to, I guess, hold the argument that if you like certain anime, it basically nullifies any of your opinions. And I was like, all right. And it was only like a thigh, like, over there.
You can only see Asuna's thigh.
Yeah, and I was like, all right. It's not even my room.
I know.
I liked season 1 of SAO. You know, it was all right.
Yeah, season 1 was fire.
Season 2 kind of. Even though there were trolls, there were a lot of people who were supportive, and they could understand my viewpoints, even if they did like part 4, even if we had the opposing viewpoints. They were still mature enough to be like, oh well, I can agree with these reasons, and it was really good discussion for a lot of the comments. I'm not trying to say everybody was a hater, obviously, and it's important to highlight the positivity too, because hatred and negativity, it's too much clout nowadays.
But yeah, the people that they were understanding of your viewpoint, they were very constructive about it, which is really cool.
Yeah, like Dio, not Dio. Part 4 is one of his favorite parts, and we still had a constructive talk about it, discussion. It wasn't like, oh well, your viewpoints are shit or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna go into why basically I liked part 4, and Lil Chink is on part 4 now, so maybe he can give a little bit of rice ball insight.
I'm only up to episode 12. I just did some reactions.
Yeah, go check those out. So he has a lot that he hasn't seen of part 4, but what he has seen, he can already talk about, like why certain things that he likes. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button and like button. It doesn't really do anything, but it does help me out. It lets me know that you guys like JoJo's content, and I'll upload more and things like that. I love JoJo's. I'm gonna do a lot more JoJo stuff. I don't plan on stopping. But yeah, let's just jump right in to part 4 meat riding so I can get likes. I'm kidding. So the first thing right off the bat is the stands. The stands are really cool. In part 3, they were really cool, and that's something that people were talking about, like Dio not Dio. People were saying that part 3 was getting a bit too repetitive, like though they go and fight more stands and go and fight more stands. I like that. Obviously, different opinions. But I do like the part 4 stands, like Angelo's water stand. That was freaking, that was, screw Angelo, but that stand was kind of cool. Like anywhere there's water.
Yeah, it was cool, but that thing was ugly at the same time.
No, it was cool though. But Angelo, so Michael has always had bulldogs his entire life, and when he was like, Angelo, murk the bulldog, I was so sad. I was like, I completely forgot about that.
I was like, holy shit, it's a bulldog. I've never seen a bulldog in anime. And then 5 seconds later, he gets his face eaten off, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh my god. But speaking of the stands, I recently reacted to Chili Pepper versus Okuyasu and Josuke with Lil Chink on his channel. Go check it out. Looking back at it, I really did like the stands. Like, I did hop on part 4 a lot, but I always plan on making this video anyway. But I really did. The stands are cool. Like, the hand is cool. It's freaking overpowered, but Okuyasu is just too Okuyasu to do anything with it.
He's kind of dumb.
He is. But the Chili Pepper was also really cool. Like the fact that he could go anywhere where there's electricity. It's cool. I like it.
And he was like really fast as hell. Even though he kind of looked like Big Bird.
He did look like Big Bird. A little side note is I was re-watching it part 4, and looking back at it, the art style was a big change from part 3, and that's why I feel like I didn't like the art style when I first watched it. But looking back, you can really appreciate the art style because it is a lot softer and more slice of life-y than part 3, which is why I feel like I judged it right off the bat. But looking at it for what it is, not just, oh, it's JoJo, so it has to be one of these, it has to have these characteristics, it's actually not that bad.
So personally, I really like Koichi's stand, echoes or reverb, whichever one you want to call it. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool how he can just like throw the words on someone and then it would like stick to him. I really liked it when Koichi got kidnapped by that thought he thought.
So he obviously only one episode to the where they fought Chili Pepper. So he hasn't seen Rohan or Kita or any of the other stands that passed Chili Pepper. But I think they are sick. I'm not going to go into spoilers for him, but you know why if you've seen him. Just the art style, the look of them are sick. Their stand abilities are really cool. I forgot the dude's name, but they're like the money pincher guy. You know who I'm talking about.
The money pincher?
Yeah, the money pincher dude. You'll
so
see.
Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, basically, he's built like Mr. Krabs. You'll see him talking about. He's dummy thick. So yeah, the stands, the characters, just everything. So another thing that I can appreciate in part 4 is the slice of life chill aspect, how they stay in like one city. I know how I said I did not like that in my other video, but that's comparing it to the other parts of JoJo's. But looking at it as its own part and not just, oh, it's JoJo's, has to follow this format again, I can appreciate this slice of life because I love slice of life / romance. Like,
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. There was a point in my life a couple months ago, broke up with my ex. Exactly, but spending time with somebody, spending 2 years with somebody is and just like breaking up with them is not easy. I think we watched like 10 at least like 5 romances in like a couple weeks.
Dude, we literally went on my anime shelves, picked out all the romance anime and had a stack like this, and we just would watch them. Oh, college chess? Fuck that. I'm watching some romance anime.
Yeah. But before romance, I was always a shonen junkie.
Shonen
I was a shonen. I was itching for shonen fights all the time. And part 3 itched it. Part 2 itched it. Part 1 kind of itched it. And then part 4 came, and I really didn't transition from the series itself. So again, separating it from the fact that, oh, it's JoJo's, follow this format, you can appreciate it for what it is and not just, oh, it's not part 3, so I hate it.
Personally too, it's just a small little detail, but I kind of like the landmark system that they do. It's like every time it's like a new location, it's a new landmark. Like Angelo.
Yeah.
Angelo's a...
Yeah, and you actually see him throughout the series. Like if they walk by it, it'll always say, and Rock Angelo or something like that. It's like he's always just there, just like, people like Josuke the best. Jojo, like one of our friends said that he likes part 4 the best because he thinks Josuke is the best JoJo. That is not the case for me. That is my personal preference. Again, I cannot stress that enough, my personal preference, but I can appreciate a few of his qualities. So first off, his stand. I love this look of the stand. It's like pink and baby blue, like you were saying.
Anything pink and baby blue combined is fire.
His entire setup is basically that. But also the fact that his stand is so strong and the ability is so like, it's cool. You don't see that ability anywhere else besides Josuke, and a little bit of Giorno, a little bit, but not to the same extent. It's different. But I like how he's like really strong too. Like he's not super strong to where he's as strong as Jotaro or even stronger than Jotaro. People roasted me on that too. They're saying, why do you say Jotaro? What is it? Why do you say Jotaro? And I was like,
it's Jotaro.
Yeah.
Ro, not Ro. No, Jotaro.
Jotaro.
Jotaro Kujo.
If you say it like that, you're good. But don't roast people for trying to say Jotaro. Because there's no R. I'm trying to learn Japanese. I'm a weeb, I know. I'm sorry. Jotaro. I even asked my Japanese
love interest.
Yes, I said, how would you say this? And she said, Jotaro. I was just saying it super fast, so I guess it sounded like Jotaro is what they said.
Jotaro? No.
Jotaro.
I'm sorry, I did not.
He's not as strong as Jotaro, but he's still really strong, and he has the ability, crazy diamond ability, put things together, which sometimes I don't even understand. Like, I was rewatching Chili Pepper, and he, like, took the base of the, what was it? He took the base of the asphalt and turned it into an oil. So when it
yeah.
like bubbled up, I was like, I forgot about that. I didn't even know he could do that. He does hold his friends like close to his heart, so if you mess with them, obviously he's gonna get pissed. The one criticism I do have is that really offsets me from Josuke is when you talk about his hair, he gets pissed, and it's understandable why. I'm not gonna go into why because he hasn't seen that yet, but it's understandable why. But at the same time, I mean, you really don't figure out why until later on. So you're like, why is this dude getting so pissed about his hair? I mean, it's just hair.
Yeah.
Like the scene that I talked about last time, and that is always in my memory, is when Jotaro is looking for Josuke, and he's getting beat up by the bullies, and the bullies are like beating the shit out of a turtle, like through it, and the shell cracked and stuff. Like, your hair is built weird, and he was like, Nani? Jimmy!
There's so many animals that die.
I know, it's sad. It doesn't stop either in part 5. That's just a Jojo staple of just beating animals, I think.
Like if an animal doesn't die within the first 5 minutes, it's not
Jojo.
It's not canon.
It's not
canon.
But another point, speaking of Jotaro, is the fact that Jotaro is there. I'm a big fan of characters from previous parts coming in, and you actually just saw Joseph, so Joseph actually comes back, even if he's a senile old man. But I do appreciate that Jotaro is there, even if he is a lot weaker than what he used to be. It is still cool seeing him come from part 3, because you're like, hey, I know that dude. I spent like 50 episodes watching him go on an adventure to kill a dude from part 1.
And also, Jotaro is my favorite JoJo so far.
It's tough for me. I don't know if I like Joseph or Jotaro better, because part 2, Joseph was so funny. Your next line is, but Star Platinum's always fun to see. And it's so funny because all the villains' main goal is trying to deal with Jotaro first, and it's kind of cool when Josuke comes in and he's like, oh yeah, well, I'm almost as strong, yada yada yada.
Dora!
I like the sand rush too. Dora! Dora, 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 Dora. I like that.
You're more used to Crazy Diamond just because it's so similar to Star Platinum.
Yeah. Dora! The stand rushes are just so cool to me. But the next point is the character building. Now, obviously, again, you haven't seen all of it. You've halfway through. But toward the end, I was actually like, I was kind of sad because what happened with, but the character building and the character relationships together was just so, it was really well done in part 4. I really did enjoy it. Not from an analytical point of view. I don't really do an analysis or anything. But my personal enjoyment, I really did enjoy the character development. And Kita, you see what happens. It's so hard not to spoil anything. But the girl, you see what happens. The girl and the dog, you know what I'm talking about. And it's really cool seeing how everything was like put back together, and how the characters built up together and they're just bros. The sad part is that you see Koichi in part 5. I haven't read the manga yet, I'm still on part 5. But the sad part is that you really don't see any of them ever again. Like, I haven't seen Josuke, Rohan, or I haven't seen Kira in part 5.
What about Okuyasu? Well, I don't... Does he survive? Well, actually, I don't want to know.
Okuyasu dies. Just kidding. No spoilers, no spoilers. But yeah, then the character development and the character building together, the relationships was super well done. And I liked how Josuke spent a lot of time, or some time, with Joseph and the old senile man. It's so weird seeing him go from part 2 to part 3. Part 2 is badass. Part 3, he was still relevant and cool. Part 4,
Limp dick
mode activate.
Dude, Joseph, if I saw him walking in the street, I would want to help him cross the road.
That's so sad, because part 2 he was like yada yada,
and he was pulling bitches.
Yeah, he was in part 3 too, because he cheated on Suzy Q.
Yeah, with, I don't know, Josuke, the name of Josuke's mom.
Yeah, so something sushimi or some shit, I don't know.
Sushimi.
Josuke Sushimi.
I thought that was funny how Josuke's mom thought Jotaro was Joseph.
I know. Because Jotaro is one of my favorite JoJos, it's super weird seeing him go from the long hair and the lines and everything to baby face mode, no hair in the back. I don't know. I really thought the hair in the back was cool. That's one of my biggest pet peeves of part 4.
He's turning into a guy version of a lolly.
He's de-aging, dude. Alright, well, those are my thoughts on why I liked part 4. Hopefully this one gets as many views as the other one, so people can like chillax. I don't just hate part 4.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what I've seen so far, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get better.
Go check out Little Chink for more part 4 reactions, part 5 reactions on my channel. Do the swole.
Oh, well, y'all can't see my gains because I got a hoodie, but
damn. Thank you guys for watching. Again, these are just my opinions. Of course, this is not an analytical point of view, nothing like that. It's just my opinions. Why I liked part 4. Let me know if you want to see some more part 4 type of content. I might make some more. And as always, we'll see you swole balls next time. Peace. Deuce. Mata, stop.
Yada yada.